This guy's hyperactive first few seconds. He's just flying off the fucking handle. Welcome to FPL War. It's our second episode. I'm Stel. I've got Dubul Dee and D-Man. We're like the three amigos now.
This is what I'm saying, man.
Back again.
The reliable ones.
Yeah, man.
new pod. Anything goes.
Who are you having a pop at now?
I never said any names.
Firing shots 29 seconds into the bloody show. Fucking hell, man.
Started from early.
Bro, you was like this on Saturday as well. What have you been taking?
You gotta get the levels up in it. In the morning, you gotta bring that energy in the morning, man. You gotta bring that energy.
If you bringing that energy at 10 o'clock at night, fuck's sake.
He's getting ready for the game on Sunday, man. The big game on Sunday.
Massive game. I'll take a point, but you know, I'll take a point. But yeah, the energy's got to be up. I'm going to gym after this, so you know, it's what it is.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, without any further ado, we might as well just start then, since we don't want to take any of your time going to the gym.
No. I'll eat first. Gym, eat, rest for a bit, then go. So, finish the pod, eat, rest for a bit, then go.
Is it leg day?
Then go. I have to always because of my knee. So I'm always doing some form of leg exercise.
Okay.
That's why you're struggling walking up the hill the other day.
Yeah. You noticed. Left knee's gone, mate.
I just thought it was just old age, to be honest. Because someone's going to be 40 on the 4th of November, so you know.
Yeah, well,
my birthday up the age already.
Up the age, so black that out. My birthday's not on the 28th of. I'm sorry, my birthday's not on the 4th of November. It's the 28th of October. I'm going to be 25. Thank you very much. But yeah.
Okay. So you don't want your government name or your government age?
25.
No government
or your
name
address.
Or government age. I don't have that. Unfortunately, I don't have that. Otherwise, you would have had a nice visit. You might even get a strippogram on your birthday. You never know, bruv. You know.
Yeah.
I'm like Magic Mike stuff.
Pause. Time out. Allow it, man. No.
Bit of genuine in the background.
Hey, start this again. Man's baiting up.
No. This is my pod. This is my pod. I watch my mouth on your live radio station. Yeah, I watch my mouth on your radio station, so you wouldn't have Ofcom calling you.
What type of start to the pod is this?
It's my pod. It's my rules.
Hey, man was on me. I was listening on Saturday still. Yeah, you had quite a bit to say about my little Newcastle.
Shots.
And Eddie Howe and that, but it's all good. It's all good.
Listen, no disrespect, yeah, but first thing in the morning, people need to be wide awake. And what happened was the opening 40 minutes, they were just talking about the Women's World Cup. And I know that people were listening when they're driving. They might fall asleep. They might be causing accidents all in South London. I know you man can't drive down that area anyway. So, you know, I've got to keep people awake. So even if it means firing shots at one of the hosts that wasn't there, it just got to be done.
All right. Well, I'm back on Saturday, innit? So, revenge.
Well, hopefully you can keep everyone awake because there's no Women's World Cup. I mind you, you're going to be reviewing.
We've got to talk about the final.
Only one game. Yeah.
Spain won, thank goodness. Anyway, let's talk about fantasy football, shall we? Or fantasy Premier League. And let's bring up.
Can we start again? Like, I'm not feeling this opening 4 minutes.
No,
but you know what? Fantasy League. Sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
Fantasy League. Yeah. Last season, this is a genuine question. Did you not finish above me in any of the leagues? Genuine question.
I don't know.
What? I can't hear you. You're sounding distorted.
I know in R1.
You're sounding a bit distorted. You're sounding a bit distorted, bro.
I take that as a no.
But I can be honest, and I was okay. I wasn't shit last season. I finished above Rodri Giggs, and that was the main goal, right?
Right.
And shall I tell you guys this story before we go into the pod about Rodri Giggs? Because I know he's going to be watching sometime. The other day, I told Dubul Dee this story, but D-Man, for your amusement, I'm going to tell you this story. The other day, Rodri was in our WhatsApp group saying that he got 80 odd points in his FPL team, and we're looking at it, we're thinking, you got 41, 42 points, mate. What do you mean you got 80 odd points? Because no, I got this and that points, this and that, and we're just looking at it, I think, where did he get 80 points from? Anyway, fast forward 24 hours, check my phone first thing in the morning. You know when you're blurry-eyed, you pick up your phone, and you see your WhatsApp messages, and I see this screenshot, the FPL rules, and Rodri's put them up on his thing. He goes, I can't believe this. I've been transferring players every week. He didn't realize that he'd get deducted -4 points.
Oh my
every transfer
God.
that he made. And last week he made 12 changes.
No.
Yes. So he started off at what, 40 -48, something like that. But he got about 40 odd points, which is why he was probably thinking that he got 80 odd points. But
wow.
Yeah, and he's been doing it for 3 years, bro.
Come on, man.
So he's never realised why he's always at the bottom. It took him that long. It took me like a couple months. My first
Roger, you got to do better, man. You got to do better.
On my first season playing it, I was doing that, but I realised like a couple, like probably about 8 game weeks in, I realised it. I don't know, because I never looked at the top that it said, "Oh, cost 444." I just made the changes. But yeah, no, don't play with that now. But yeah, the rules have been read from back to front to back. Like there's some people in the Justice League, believe it or not, that don't know. Like my cousin was asking the other day, he was like, "Oh, how come this one got this many points?" That got my phone. Yeah, because different positions get different points for scoring. I'm thinking,
oh, probably you got to study the rules, man. You got to
even know the rules, man.
You got, if you're going to compete, you got to study the rules, man. You got to study the rules.
For sure. All right, let's go to your team from last week, my friend. Can you guys see that, or shall I?
No, I can see it, lad. Yeah, I can see it.
Yep.
Well, what if I moved? Hang about. What if I did this? Is that better? No, it's even worse.
No.
Because we're blocking the team. That one's fine. This one's fine.
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay.
This is fine.
Okay, so talk us through it, my guy.
All right, so let me just start by saying this is the second week running I've made a huge error. Right?
Oh.
The first week, at the last minute, I had Alexander Isak in my team, right? Yeah. The last minute, I took him out to accommodate KDB. Yeah. And we all know what happened. Isaac got a brace, and KDB went off injured after a few minutes.
Ended up with a knee brace.
Right.
Oh, boss.
Now this week, I benched Matoma and put in João Pedro. Now, remember last week did I have João Pedro on the bench? No, I kept it in. But this time, no. Sorry, I think I benched João Pedro last week or something. This week, I've put him in for Matoma.
And you get booked. And it comes off after 33 minutes.
I could not believe it. Yeah. When Brighton first scored, I thought, please don't be Matoma. Please don't be Matoma. And then I checked.
And what a goal it was.
What a goal it was.
Yeah.
And then he gets an assist for the second goal.
Yeah.
My only saving grace was Estupiñán, whatever. He got a goal and assist, I believe he didn't, or something like that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've had a shocker. Like I was banking on Saka and Martinelli bailing me out. Yeah. After Rashford and Shaw's no-show. They both did nothing. I went to the Palace game. Martinelli was the most lively, but they shackled Saka. Even when they got the penalty, I thought Saka's going to take the penalty.
Nope.
No.
Oh, the God.
No. Oh, the God. Only blessing was Ramsdale kept a clean sheet. But looking at that, even Haaland couldn't do nothing. Although it was against Newcastle, so I'm happy he didn't do anything anyway. But all across the board, that's a shocking display, bro. It's a shocking display.
It's stupid and boy. Anyway, now you'll learn from your errors. Better to do this early in the season than deeper.
This is true. But now I'm going to have to make some transfers because at the end of the day, my team looks too strong that I don't know. So I'm always going to bench a strong player. And that can't be the way, bro. That can't be the way.
Were you saying -4 in the third week?
I might have to, bro. But then, who do I drop? Diaby. Look, Aston Villa scored how many goals the other day? And he did absolutely nothing. Nothing.
Yep.
Ridiculous. So,
well, the thing is, right, taking a -4 isn't. I don't think it's a bad thing, especially if it's just one player ain't really a big problem. It's not as if you're making 12, like certain people. But look, I think most people had a bad week. In all fairness, I know Dr. D, you've had a better week than us, but
there's still about 3 people in the Justice League got more points than me. A couple of people got into the 60s. Sam did very well. Sam's had a brilliant start to the season, and he hasn't got Haaland.
But he always does, brother, and then he flops. So he's just going to revert the type anyway. He will tail off. He'll tail off. Like one of my other leagues, my brethren, he's one of the worst FPL players every season. But every season, he's top of the league for the first 5 or 6 weeks, bro. And then he just capitulates. Yeah, capitulates. So, and he's top again. But we'll see. The marathon, not a sprint in it.
So, look, I had Rashford in my team. Obviously, we're going to go through this later on. I think João Pedro was clearly the most disappointing player of the weekend, in all fairness. Same with Saka, really. But I think, as Dee said, it's better that you're having a bad week now than throughout the season, because I think there are going to be 5 or 6 players that are going to smash it this season, points-wise, and you got to keep them in the team. And Haaland's going to come good eventually, especially now they've got a winger in to replace Mahrez. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't drop Haaland. You can't drop Haaland because he just needs one chance and he'll get it. But I still think Isaac will come good. I think he will still. He might have to be a mainstay in the team. But the likes of Rashford,
get rich.
He's on thin ice. Yeah.
How much is he? 9 million.
Yeah,
some stupid like that.
There's better value, cheaper. You know who have his burst. He always has a world-class burst and then just goes back to whatever. But at the moment, there is so much value for cheaper. Yeah. What's his called? In Bremo.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's a fool, really, isn't it? But they put him midfield with Tony out and he's on penalties. Well. He's going to. You've already got Diaby. Ward-Prowse is going to get hella assists because that's West Ham's game. You get what I'm saying? And his delivery is just world class. So there's much more value, like in the figure. People that I'd say the same to people as well that have got Bruno. Get him out, man.
Oh yeah, Fernandes, bro. Yeah.
I lost my temper with him, so he's out of my team. But anyway.
What do you mean? That's your favourite player still?
Yeah.
That's your favourite player still? What are you talking about?
Yeah, the GOAT. If GOATs were to be put down. Anyway, Dee, tell us about your team, mate.
First of all, I tried to do something. I thought, okay, let me try something. Second game week, right? So because 3 of my team were Luton and Burnley players, with their game being postponed, I thought, let me try something. So I looked in the 4 million defender region, sold Jordan Bayer from Burnley and got in Basham because Basham and Bulldog were the only 4 million defenders that started the first game of the season. But I'd heard that Bulldog was injured. And this is the good thing with the fact that obviously he's been capped by Greece, because I just put Bulldog into a search and all these Greek and Cypriot FPL players were in there saying, yeah, Bulldog's out, right? That's how you get the news, right? So from my user, I bought in Basham. So trust Basham not to start against Sheffield. I'm sorry, to start against Nottingham Forest. He did come on. But then the reason I did that is because Pedro Porro didn't start Tottenham's first game. So I thought, as they're playing United and Emerson Royal scored against Brentford, Royal will start. So then trust Porro to start and get a clean sheet. So I thought from there, but because I played Ash and he got the -4, Ash hasn't got Matoma. And when I messaged him, he said that he was in all his drafts, but he just decided at the last minute to change it, like D did first week when he took out Isak to put in KDB, late changes. So Matoma come through for me. Though Salah missed a penalty, him still scoring helped because Ash didn't have him. So with him being the captain, those 2 are the ones that helped me edge it, really. But I'm looking to change because they got Sheffield United. I'm going to bring in a 3rd Man City player.
Well, I've got to do one forced change. Luke Shaw's out for a month.
Yeah. I just see that still.
So that's my change forced.
Do you know what's a mad one as well? A bag of people bought in NC. Well, not a bag, but a decent amount of people bought in Enciso. And then the day after, a couple of days ago, and then he got injured.
It's mad. These injuries are piling
Thing
up.
broke the news though. Rojas
Rojas,
broke the news, and Thing even added him. Fabrizio Romano. Normally, Fabrizio is teeth in other people's stuff, but he actually added to say that Roberto broke the news about Enciso's injury. So
give him the flowers, then, yeah.
A rare occasion. So yeah, interesting one there. But no, I'm definitely going to be. I'm contemplating a -4, but I think it's too early in the season to do that. So probably just going to be one change. But I was thinking of selling Eze, but the person I'm playing in the Justice League has Eze, so I might as well leave him there to neutralize. So
okay, damage limitation, yeah.
So I might as well leave him there, to neutralize. But I'll start Porro, which probably means he won't play. Hopefully, Trent has trained, so hopefully he'll be okay for the Newcastle match because he'll be needed. But we'll see. Probably bench Souček, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. All right, let's move over to my mess of a flipping team, man. Honestly, what a joke that is. Flipping hell. Honestly, I was losing my shit at the weekend because Liverpool went a goal behind.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, okay, well, they can come back. No problem. And Luis Diaz scored, and I put him as my captain deliberately because I had a feeling he was going to have a good game.
Yeah.
But then I thought that Darwin Núñez was going to start after the shit show that what's his name, Jota put in the first game. But no, Klopp doesn't trust the guy that's been banging in goals at pre-season.
Yeah. But all of them have though. All the front players have banged in goals in pre-season. So that's what I'm saying is that. But I told people that that's the three that started would start, but for whoever would listen. But then obviously Gakpo's been behind them, so it's been 4 of the 5 anyway. But
Anyway, so Darwin didn't play. Rashford had a stinker. João Pedro stinker. Haaland stinker. Colwill, who I thought might have a decent game, stinker. Onana, hey, stinker.
So, Diaz. Say, where did you get your points, bro? Because boy,
Diaz and Estupinian. Those were the two players.
That was a very good decision to get to captain Diaz still because he got 2 against Bournemouth last season when we played them at home. But you'll look back on this game week and you're cussing the stinker. And did you win or lose your head-to-head?
I lost.
Oh, you lost. But still, 41 points is when I've had stinkers. When I've had stinkers, I've literally only got points for the fact of the people who have played no returns and got like 22, 23 points. And sometimes that's in a week when I've taken a hit as well. So getting over 40, when you look back on it in terms of your classic points, it might not be as bad as you think. I mean,
well, bro, the person I lost to in our head-to-head league, he beat me by 7 points, and that basically came about through Odegaard's performance because Odegaard got 11 points, and that's what killed me. So if Saka had taken a penalty, okay, my opponent had Saka as well.
Yeah,
but I don't want it. So I don't know what to say. It's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things, and as I said, I'm pissed off about it. It's not even an average score as well. It's 3 points behind the average. It's tragic, honestly. It's terrorism.
Right off, man. Right off this week, bro. We go again. That's what it's about, bro.
But anyway. as you reported when we did the first one, though, still Archer looks like he's going to Sheffield United. I don't know if that will be a loan or permanent because he's dragging out. He'll probably get into my team for the price he's at, and obviously he'll play because of the injuries they've got there, and they've let go of the likes of Billy Sharp, haven't they? So that could be. I'm looking at enablers. Yeah, that's what they call them right about now because there's 2 4 million keepers that are starting at the moment. So some people might be dropping their wild card earlier than because Turner's starting at Forest, and obviously he was Arsenal's backup, so he's only 4 million. Ariola's number 1 now, something I called it up from ages ago at West Ham, and he's only 4 million. So if you switch that up with your goalkeepers now, even if you've got 2 4.5 million keepers, that 1 million can make all the difference because now the price changes are coming fast. So many people have bought Estupinan in. He's 5.2 now, and he was 5 million last week. So that having just even 0.5 million in the budget is something this early in the season.
Oh, for sure.
Can make some swift changes. You get me?
For sure. All right, let's go with D-Man's team for the weekend. It isn't confirmed though, is it, mate? This isn't your confirmed team.
No,
yeah.
So I'm gonna have to take out Luke Shaw. I'm probably gonna have to transfer in a defender if I'm honest. That kind of messes up my plans because I wanted to get. I might just get rid of listen, Rashford's home to Nottingham Forest. Surely he has to do something. But then it's the whole João Pedro thing because chances are he's going to start against West Ham at home, and he might do something. So I'm a bit stuck, but at the moment, this is what I'm going for.
Yeah, with Enciso out, he's like as long as he's fit, because obviously he came off for a reason. He'll start.
But that's the thing. If I want to start him, who do I drop? Because that midfield all should get a return. All should really get a return this week.
Stories.
So it's a
I
case
think it depends. It obviously depends on United's lineup, mate. Because if Rashford's through the middle, then forget it.
Yeah, it's true. But Highland, I don't expect this thing. Highland should be apparently on the bench this weekend.
He's not going to be ready. He's not going to be ready.
Apparently, they're
really.
Yeah, I heard, but I don't know how true that is. But if that's the case, I might as well get rid of Rashford because, like you said, if he's playing through the centre, he does nothing. But it would be my luck. The time I take him out, he's gonna bang a hat trick or something.
If it was, but obviously, as you said, defense, you got to do something. But if it was me, I'd be getting in a third City player.
And that's the thing. Who do you pick?
Because they're cheaper. They're cheaper than Rashford.
The smart move would be Foden, right? But then you can't Pep roulette, bro. We don't know what he's gonna do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
The thing is, you can't drop Mitoma because he's in top form. This weekend he's up against Sofal at right back, and I think he'll destroy him. That's what I think, anyway.
He destroys most of the league, to be fair.
Well, it's true, but the thing is, like, people are going to say, well, West Ham defended really well against Chelsea, but this is a Chelsea team that's still in transition, whereas Brighton and De Zerbi, they play such an expansive style of football. The movement is fantastic. They play in triangles, they overlap, they track back. They will give West Ham problems. And I don't think David Moyes is going to go there and stick 10 men behind the ball. I mean, against Chelsea, at one point, I was watching it. I'm like, they've got 2 banks of 5. It was 5-5-0 off the ball.
Yeah. So, but what I don't understand is that everyone's talking so well about how well Chelsea played. Some even say they deserve to win the game. And I'm like, what? Just because they have
I think it's the first half performance. I think they were arguably better. And had they gone, with the penalty, had that gone in, I think it'd probably be a different story. But overall, no, they didn't deserve to win the game. They did not deserve. West Ham came at them second half and they gave them what for, bro. But what do you think about Diaby though? Like, do you think he's going to do a little thing this weekend? Because I know obviously against Newcastle he scored the goal. He looked lively. Even against last week when they played Everton, he looked lively.
Yeah.
And he had an opportunity when I think it was a poor shot in the end. Pickford saved, but surely he's due to start picking up some sort of.
Yeah, well, he scored against you lot, so just not do something in one game isn't really a thing. But my thing is that he's building a decent sized squad there, and they've turned over Hibs yesterday. So I don't know if he'll go with the exact same 11.
Did he play yesterday?
Yeah, it was the same team. He made one change.
Oh, okay.
He made just one change to the team. Otherwise, it was the team that slapped up Everton. So, he should do something because look, with his skill, with his technical ability, and how fast he is, and Burnley, they play Burnley, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Company's teams are not going to sit back, so there should be spaces for him to do something. I expect at least one goal contribution from him anyway. I think that was a brilliant signing.
Yep.
And it was much cheaper than I thought it was going to be honest. So,
let's go with your squad troublemaker. Here we go.
Troublemaker, you've baited up ages and locations and everything in the first 5 minutes of the pod, mate.
It's my pod.
Get me
Well,
axed.
one. Thank you very much. This is my house, and I live in.
Yeah. Bournemouth are going to come out and attack. That's how Iraola's going to play. So Porro will start this time. You see his values dropped already, which is annoying because I think many like me thought he'd play and then he didn't, so then would have sold him. I'm probably going to go with Pickford in goal rather than Stel because I think West Ham can score past Brighton. But at the moment, it would be so Pickford in goal. Trent.
Who are Everton playing?
Wolves.
I played Wolves. So I'm going Pickford in goal. So
okay.
Yeah, because I think West Ham. It's a tricky one. This is the problem. This is why some people just go pick any old goalkeeper and then have one that they play throughout the season. Because whenever I make these type of decisions, then the one I leave on the bench ends up getting double figures.
Fair enough.
So yeah, Trent. So then probably Pickford in goal. Trent, Porro, Estupiñán. You can't bench him at the moment, and that picks itself to three at the back because Luton are playing Chelsea. Don't get twisted. I don't think Chelsea are going to batter them, but you expect Chelsea to score. Sheffield United are playing Man City, so I'm not going to start bashing for that one. Midfield, Matoma, Foden, Defoe, Salah. Yeah, Eze. I'll probably bench Souček. No, he could do something against Brighton. And then I'll go with that. I might sell Gakpo. And bring in probably Alvarez. As they're playing Sheffield United, probably bringing Alvarez because he's cheaper than Gakpo as well, which then gives me some P. If I was to take a -4, then that would allow me to get in Somerset or something. Who hopefully bangs a 25.
What, to break down the stubborn Newcastle defence, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. But that Somerset 25-yarders coming soon, bro. And hopefully,
we owe him one. We owe him one.
And hopefully it'll be against the other team that tried to get him.
Yeah. We owe him one. We owe Klopp one. Yeah. We're ready to go, bro. We're ready to go.
You've got a lot of faith in that Morris, though.
Klopp said what he said in jest. And the same thing I said to Goliath when he said the thing about Wenger. You get what I'm saying?
It's not even that, bro.
And to be honest, others have backed him because if you look, him and Tyndall are always in the technical area. So it's not like he was taking the mick.
But we're the only ones that are sticking to it this season, though. Everyone else seems to be abusing it. Yeah. But also, we ain't forgotten the no ceilings comment that he made as well, bro. Listen. And when you beat us 2-1 about the no ceilings, we ain't got a ceiling, all this nonsense. But you want to bid 150 million for Caicedo.
The market changes, bro.
And when you not beat us 2-1 in Anfield last season, you talk about it was a result for football. Okay, Klopp. Okay.
Yeah, because y'all were time wasting.
Noted.
We're not the only team to complain about your time wasting.
Well and truly noted. Yeah. Well and truly noted. Yeah.
You're not trying to cook up a rifle, yeah? Cool. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
It's all good. Yeah. Remember when Ten Hag made them comments on Eddie Howe? You see, if you watch the documentary, you'll see this about what he said to the guys before the game he played Man United, and we had them ready to go. This is what he's going to be like against Klopp and Liverpool, bro. You can put them quotes on the wall. Yeah. So you're right then. Get them. Yeah. Get them.
But this is just a taste of what to expect on Saturday morning on Top FM.
Yeah.
When the D&D Footy Factory is live, and
at the moment it's just us two. So
yeah.
Oh boy, it's gonna be. There might be a few punches thrown and whatnot. You get what I'm saying? Be like,
well, let's see.
Throwing stuff around the studio and that, but yeah.
There we go. Right, let's see this shit show that I've got.
Now.
So yeah.
This is why you have the opportunity to make transfers.
That looks all right, though.
Well, I've made two, so I've taken a -4. So the first thing I did, I took Núñez out because if he didn't play the first two games, I don't think he's going to play against Newcastle. So I've given Jackson his opportunity. Because I think he's due a goal. He's one of these players we could tell it's coming. You just know it's going to come soon, and they've got Luton at the weekend, on Friday. Sorry. So the only thing I'm umming and ahhing about is whether to keep him as captain or to give it to Haaland. But I know that everyone's going to captain Haaland anyway. So
the differentials is
This is it.
I think you should give it to Diaz again. Still, Diaz is going to get hay.
Guys,
Diaz ain't making it to half time, bro. Yeah? You watch that Tonali crunch on him, bro. Yeah,
D-Man, have you noticed it's taking him half an hour to actually get warmed up, and now he's giving it the mouth. Like, first 4 minutes, he's like, no, start again.
Now he's on it.
Because you're making up locations and ages and governments, bro.
I didn't mention this. I'm not Burner Boy. I didn't mention no location, bro. I didn't mention no location. Anyway, so I also decided to ditch Declan Rice. I'll put him back soon. But,
why?
I think.
Why would you put him back in? What is he going to offer?
That's what
I think he's gonna get loads of assists this season. I get the feeling because of this role that he's playing at Arsenal, and he did very well against Forest. Huh?
When the forwards are down as midfielders, you got to get in. Obviously, you've got Rashford from the team you support, but when you've got Mbeumo, as we spoke about, and all these other people that are down as flipping, even Jota, etc. Diaz is obviously wide forward. Obviously, because they're down as midfielders, I believe that there's better a certain price range, or maybe 1 million above Rice, that will deliver you much more points consistently.
No, I agree, but I think Rice is a good backup option to have on the bench, so to speak. I've got Rodri as well. I've got him on the bench, but I don't trust him. No, I don't trust him, but this game at the weekend against Sheffield United, I know Sheffield United are going to try to get stuck in, and I don't know whether he's going to react to it. I don't know how he's going to cope with it because
Rodri.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's going to play. I don't know if he's going to start.
And there's that as well. And there's that. Yeah. So you can't.
If everyone was a game to rest him, it was this one.
Were you saying Calvin Phillips?
Yeah, Calvin Phillips. Or whoever, maybe you don't even trust Calvin Phillips, but he might have played Bernardo, Foden, and I don't know, someone else. But he don't seem to like Phillips. But
is Stones available yet? Is he?
No, I don't think so.
No, he's still injured, as far as I know. But
I'm on PremierInjuries.com, and he's still there as a thigh injury, but he's going to be assessed. Yeah, so potential return the 16th of the 9th. Okay, forget that then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Otherwise, he'd probably get a go in midfield because he steps into it so much. The way that Pep's been playing him since the start of the calendar year. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
anyway, so I put Diaby in because I think he's going to have a blinder, and I'm going to keep Trent there, even though he's not 100%, but he'll probably start. I also put Sanchez in goal because I think Onana's going to concede against Forest. I really think he is.
Do you think so? I don't. I think Luton are going to score. That's why I'm starting Morris. I think Luton are going to score past Chelsea. If Chelsea win, I think it'll be like 2-1. Because though you got they got whooped against Brighton, they had a couple of chances. They had a couple of chances. Morris, Sanchez had to deny. So we're talking about Sanchez. Stel had to deny Morris before he scored, and they had another chance as well. So I think Chelsea, if they win, it will be like 2-1. I think Luton will get a goal.
But the thing is, you say that, but obviously Luton have only played one game, and we saw them against Brighton, how intense Brighton were. Okay, granted, Luton had a few chances at the beginning, but Brighton were all over them for the majority of the game. Right, and okay, they're a more accomplished team than Chelsea because they've got their coaches' methods down patted. But I think this is the perfect game for Chelsea to get points, to get the confidence up. And there are players in that Chelsea team that are lacking in confidence, like your Sterlings, like your Jacksons, and Luton I think are going to be cannon fodder this season. I'm sorry to say this, but and if you noticed against Brighton, the last 10 minutes, players are going down with cramp as well. So when you're playing at that intensity, the Championship and the Premier League are two different animals, mate. And that Luton team, I don't think has got the stamina to cope with what Chelsea are gonna bring to the table. And I think it might be 4 or 5-0 at the weekend, or Friday, should I say. So I'm hoping Jackson will get on the score sheet. But yeah, let's see. Interesting.
Wait, put your team back up.
My team?
Yeah.
I think Jackson gets a couple there, I think he gets a couple.
He's been booked in both his games, so you better hope he gets a goal. No, no booking, man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Haaland. So that's a little differential there. Rashford, Saka, Diaby, Diaz.
I might look at one of Chilwell. I might look at Chilwell for sure.
Yeah, because he's obviously with Chelsea being so bad last season, his price is a steady price, and he gets it as obviously he's played as a wing back. He gets into the positions. He's more likely to get into the box than some of their central players, mate. So he's going to have a game where he gets a stupid amount. He's probably going to get a 20. It might even be tomorrow, but he's probably going to have a game where he scores an assist and they get a clean sheet. You got what I'm saying? Like a 20 point. He's going to have a 20 point haul this season once they get proper game, because like Chilwell's just into there, man. But
yeah. Well, look, you mentioned Chilwell. Let me just bring up this from the official site, and it's got the popular transfers made. So Mbeumo, Visa, they're obviously going to be in there. Stupinian, people starting to bring him in now. Mitoma, same. Chilwell's name is there, which is interesting. But if you look at the top players that are out, blimey, Gabriel,
Rashford, and João Pedro.
Gabriel's not starting.
Yeah. Reece James injured, Stones injured.
Yeah, Stones injured.
But those two, Rashford and João Pedro, two of my players.
Yeah, I told you, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, but sometimes, that can work in your favour, because then when you need them in there, then they become more of a differential, you know what I'm saying? Because people sold them. But, yeah, people are realising Rashford at 9 million, they're looking and they're saying, there's better value with cheaper players. I think they've been very kind with the price of some of the players, because realistically, with the season that Rashford brought up, he should be more expensive. Saka should be more expensive. I think some people were at least 0.5 million too cheap to start the season. And now with Kane gone, as I alluded to when I did my little preview for the season, the only proper premium striker is Haaland. So the gap from Haaland to the next striker is ridiculous. It's like 5 million.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, the things, have you seen some of the other names that are there? Because this is quite interesting. McAllister, even though it's been overturned, he was transferred out. A lot of people.
Yeah,
Trent, because people think he's injured.
Knee-jerk. People do it early because they want to avoid the price changes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes, even Salah's name is there. Wow. Wow.
It's the price,
player,
man. Yes.
Premium player, so
they think that Dan Burn's going to have him in his pocket. Okay.
Boy.
I hope he treats him like Lisandro. Yeah? I hope he treats him like how he did Lisandro. Leave Dan Burn on his bottom. Hope Dan Burn gets burnt.
Top players in. All right, so we've got Mbeumo, Wissa, Stupinian, we've done them. Solly March, okay. Phil Foden, Akanji, Saliba.
Isak, okay.
Luis Diaz. Oh, Jackson. People starting to put Jackson in. Okay. Kyle Walker, Romero. All right, okay. Interesting. Excellent.
Yeah, because they're playing Bournemouth. They're probably Bournemouth conceded a lot of silly goals from set pieces, so they're probably thinking.
Nketiah. Wow. Okay.
Well, they got who Arsenal got?
Fulham.
Nketiah's gonna score. He's gonna score.
Mm-hmm. And Ward Prowse at 6 million.
Bro, I tried to defend Nketiah as much as possible, but that miss against Palace, and you were there, so you saw that in 4K, bro.
I did. That was shocking. That was kind of shocking.
Boy.
But Fulham, they'll create so many chances against Fulham. They'll bang.
Raul Jimenez is coming to score, bro.
Oh, bro, Fulham are toothless. Absolutely toothless.
Talking of that, Mitrovic scored on his debut before we started.
Oh, did he?
Shock.
Yeah, true.
What if Salah will score on his debut?
Huh?
What if Salah will score on his debut?
Oh, Mo Salah, will he score on his debut? You hear that?
Oh, what will? Oh, you prick. I didn't catch what you were saying. Yeah. Piss off. You slag. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going nowhere.
Boys, have you seen the fixtures for the following week? For game week 4?
We've got away to Brighton.
Let's bring it up. because I think there's going to be a whole bag of substitutions being made by people. Look at that. Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, Villa, Brighton, Newcastle. Look at the first one, though. Luton, West Ham. If Rashford doesn't bag against Forest, I'm putting in James Ward-Prowse for Rashford.
I'd do it now. Them set pieces, bro. A Gerds and flipping Zuma.
Yeah, Agard is suspended, isn't he?
Bro. No, I mean, I'm saying not just for thingy. Like I'm just saying over the season. I'm just saying he is going to be assisting like crazy. And even if they don't score, the chances created are going to count in tight games bonus points wise, because those set pieces are, boy,
they're madness. It's a good shot actually, but I don't think I can put him in this time because I think I'm only going to do one change, take out Shaw, put in Chilwell, and then decide on the actual formation.
So, what do you think points wise are you aiming for this week? How many do you think your teams are going to get looking at it?
I'm sorry, but with the fixtures that I've got, minimum of 50, minimum, absolute minimum. Like Arsenal need to slap Fulham. I think. I don't think Luton will score against Chelsea, and Chilwell expecting to have some sort of attacking threat. Then you've got Rashford against Forest, and Haaland against Sheffield United. Like, come on, there must be at least 50 points there. And then you've also got, I expect Isak to score against Liverpool.
Ew, that's nasty.
Yeah, so at least 50 points, at least. I'll be very disappointed.
I got 56 last week with a mistake. If I don't beat that, I'll be disappointed because I'm gonna more than likely. I'm not making a change till tomorrow because deadline's 6:30 tomorrow. So sometimes you see stuff floating about. There'll be more press conferences and that. I'm sure in Chelsea, I'll read up actually because I'm sure obviously Chelsea and Luton would have done their press conferences this morning. So check a press conference. But if I don't beat last week's 56 points, I'll be disappointed because if Porro hit the bar last week against United, against Bournemouth, and Bournemouth are going to come at them, I expect an attacking return from him, even if I don't get a clean sheet. If I go 3 Man City players, I expect them to get a couple goals against Sheffield United. I think we'll be drawing Newcastle, but I'm expecting a return from 1 or 2 of my Liverpool players. So, 57 minimum.
Hold on, how much is Chilwell at the moment?
I think he's only 5.5. You know.
Yeah,
and how much is Shaw?
I need 5.5 as well.
I better do it tonight then.
That's not fair.
Chilwell is, let me just bring it up 2 seconds, 5.7.
Oh, Lord.
He's gone up. He's gone up, see? Because of a lot of people transferring him in. And the Shaw will be going down, won't he? So.
Yeah, he's probably in the most.
Oh, you're joking.
Shaw's 5.5.
5.5, yeah.
I better check how much money I've got if I've got any money.
This is why I'm telling people, man. This is why people do it early and then they face the consequences.
Hold on.
Because a stupid went on.
Oh, yeah, I've got 0.8. Yeah,
consecutive days. Oh, you're calm, bro.
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm all right.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right, boys. Well, before we wrap it up, I need to do this because I didn't do this last time. And I'm going to bring up the No Choftes private league that we have, where, as expected, Rodri Giggs is down at the bottom, given that he makes about 15 substitutions every week. Stefan Shepovic, he's playing in Thailand at the moment, but he's not doing too well. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm 7th. I'm below D. Wow, what's going on? I'm actually below you for one.
How come I'm not in this thing?
Why aren't you?
Man saying, "Boy, what's going on?" You know, did you know who you're talking to, bro?
All right, D-Man, I'll send you the link. How
many points you got? 117, yeah.
117, yeah. Not
you're probably still above me, to be honest. But let me see.
There you go. Steve is up to 5th, and Steve Air is 4th. But the top 3,
Steve Air is a good FPL.
I've got 115. I've got 115.
There you go. Third place is Omonia winger Baniodi Zaharil. Second place is Motherwell midfielder Davor. And Chris, who won it last season, is top. So he's giving it all the mouth.
Man,
But
like Christopher Michael, you know, this is okay. Elite.
He's a DJ that uses USB sticks. So sorry, Chris. I had to get that in.
Whoa! Hey, why are you want smoke? I know it's your pod. You've been on smoke since the thing started.
I love the lad. Yeah, I got nothing but love for him. But when it comes to this, it's literally war. But I tell you what, I'm going to sidestep a lot. He sent me a photograph. In fact, you guys talk. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it up in just a moment. It's got nothing to do with football, but I'll bring it up in just a moment. So you two talk among yourself, and I'll give me a bit of time so I can bring this thing up. It's on my phone, so I need to send it to my lappy and then bring it back up. So.
He's still recovering from some of the rubbish he had to listen to on the football terrace.
Some interesting viewpoints, boy. What's his name? Northside. He was ranting about Arsenal, innit? About Arsenal.
Bro, some of the stuff I was hearing from the Arsenal and the Tottenham guy, Jesus is Lord. Oh man.
Right, I'm just waiting till Sunday, bro.
I think I've got it.
Did Hussam come on there?
No, what he did when I was talking about Newcastle, he sent a voice note into Terry. About tell the Newcastle fan we're going to smoke them on Sunday, and I guarantee you Liverpool are going to win this game.
Bro, blah, blah. I don't live in the same world as some Liverpool fans, you know. I really don't, bruv. Maybe
well, you could do. You could win. Like, don't get me wrong.
No. I'm not saying there's every can't win. I'm saying the tough talk about smoke and whatnot. When we beat you in both games last season, you gave us two of our hardest games of the season. You had us going. You get me backpedaling when you lot had 10 men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, and
no disrespect, but what has this person seen of Liverpool this season to make them believe that they're going to smoke Newcastle? Because Bournemouth got an early goal at the weekend, and if it went for a bit of magic from Luis Diaz,
he's talking about because the front line on paper is so threatening. Yeah, I think that's where it comes from. Like, we won't be able to stop your front line. Like, from doing
didn't we see one Arsenal fan turn around and say that Pepe, Lacazette, and Aubameyang will be better than Salah, Mane, and Firmino at one point? Isn't that what they said once?
It wasn't one Arsenal fan; it was quite a few. They had that fan base gas people. You have to give them credit for it, for the consistency. They gas people to the high heavens. I remember when they were saying those things that Torreira was better than Kante when he first came and he was doing the
little pitbull.
Where is he now? And that's some of them, not all of them, some of the fan base. Because someone will listen to this and they'll take offense. Some of the fan base, not all of you. There are, believe it or not, some very smart Arsenal fans about. Few and far between, but they are about. They do live amongst us.
Listen, it'll be a good game on Sunday anyway. It'll be a good game.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
sure.
100%. Definitely.
Anyway, so Chris sent me this image, right? He went to the supermarket and now they're selling Prime in Cyprus. 2 for €12. 2 for €12.
Weren't these going for like 100 or something?
They were. And then I was looking online and I saw, $8.99 on Amazon for a bottle, $9.99. It was the same ones. I thought, what's going on? Today, I thought, let me go to Aldi down the road to get some things. And I saw them, $1.99. I was like, okay, I'm going to buy 3 anyway. Because I know the little one, even though she's not allowed to drink it, her mates get the bottles from their brothers and sisters and they take it to school and they fill them up with water and they say, oh, my brother had Prime or whatever. So I've put them in the fridge. And she was at her grandparents. So her granddad brought her home. She's gone in the back room. She's sitting there watching television. I thought, right, let me see about this. I grabbed the Prime bottle out of the fridge and I walk in the conservatory. I shake it in front of her and she double takes. She goes, where did you get that from? Where did you get that from?
I've got one in my fridge now. I bought one when it was first going on and that the hype and that. My little cousin, he how old is he? He was 12 at the time. And he said he was selling them. He was selling them in school. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I said, I support the cause, innit? The man made me pay £11 for it. £11. I ain't touched it. I haven't touched it. I don't know what it tastes like, but I just thought, let me just support you in it.
And I was just about to ask how it tastes, and
I don't know. And it's a blue one. Don't know how. I've never opened it. But now you got the Sainsbury's. Like I said, it's like for £3, £2.50, whatever it is. Like the house has gone down, bro. But Doing well. Look at they moved to Barcelona now. They got a sponsorship deal with Barcelona or something like that.
Yeah, and Bayern Munich as well. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
Barca and Bayern. It's crazy, but yeah, it's great promotion. I'll tell you what, the best thing I don't know how. Well, obviously I do know how we got on the subject, but it's irrelevant to football. But I think because all the fights in the supermarkets that did the marketing for them.
Yeah,
they didn't really have to spend anything. It's
and
incredible.
that Wakey Wines or whatever, the Asian brother, that the news agent, like he started doing a little thing with it, and yeah.
Because they bought a wholesale thing. They bought a bag in a minute and then had them in the shop. And they said, "Yeah, don't worry if everywhere else is sold out. We've got all these ones here and all that." You know what I'm saying?
People were traipsing 200-300 miles to spend 30 quid on a bottle of fucking Prime
sugar.
And they had KSI at he was at WrestleMania. I can't remember whether or not
he was in the Prime bottle.
He was
in the Prime bottle.
Yeah, he was at WrestleMania. But I'm trying to remember if they were at Fing as well or not. Because they had money in the bank over it. I'm trying to think of whether or not there was any Prime. I know Logan always comes out drinking it, Dash it, or Dash Run or whatever. But I'm trying to think. I'm sure they did something at Money in the Bank as well.
Maybe, but they got the boxing at the weekend, don't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyway, boys and girls, thank you for tuning in. D-Man, Dubul Dee, do you want to plug your shit?
Go true, D. You're in rhythm. You've already banged out a pod today.
Boy. Well, yeah. On the socials, Instagram and Twitter, it's illphenomenal25. Phenomenal with an F. If you can't spell it, you can't follow me. Obviously, co-host of the D&D Footy Factory on Top FM, which is 95.5. You can catch us on the TuneIn app as well. But yeah, at D&D Footy Factory _. And then Dubul Dee can promote the pod that we're trying to get back up and running on a regular basis. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah, at Dubul Dee, DUBULDEE. That's Twitter, Instagram. Everywhere really. And then as Dee said, we go live on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. on Top FM. There's an On Top FM app as well now.
It works,
which is probably the best one. Yeah, probably the best one. Listen for the Lane and Tune as well. Probably the best thing to listen to on. And we've got he's already posted the radio show. So we've got at DD Footy Pod. That's our other Twitter page, just strictly like for the podcast. And
when's the next one? Don't say I don't know.
It would have been today. Next Thursday. Looking
next week.
Next Thursday. So we'll be out on next Friday.
What's the date next Thursday? Oh yeah, we've got Champions League draw, isn't it?
Is it next week or the week after Champions League draw?
31st of August.
Oh yeah, okay. Next, yeah.
I understand as a Liverpool fan, you don't know.
Remember,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We're not in it this year for the first time in God knows how long. So I haven't checked. I'll be waiting for that Europa. I'll be waiting for that Europa draw though.
When's that? Is that Friday or the following week?
I think it's straight after, to be honest. When everyone's
tuned
doesn't
off.
care anymore.
Yeah, that's it. So you know what, the big boys, didn't it, Stel?
Hey, listen, I'm not getting involved in this. I've already set him off. I don't want to do it again, honestly.
You can do it. We've won it more recently than you. Fire away, bro. Fire away. I've called the HR multiple occasions. I'm still waiting. I found numerous complaints against you, the bullying that I undertake on this podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Bullying?
From day one. Yeah?
There's no bullying here.
Always.
No.
Always.
No. I think you're turning into a snowflake now. I think 2023 is quite with you, mate.
Are you not going to continue this pod on a Thursday evening once somebody's preoccupied with Europa on a Thursday night? Is that still going to run? Or?
Oh, fuck off!
I'm just asking questions, isn't it?
We'll have
to move to Wednesday night.
What in it we represent?
That's my night.
What in it we represent? That's why I still them sending the thing. They ain't won that trophy for 15 years. Yeah, that's why I still don't send that, brother. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah. I'm happy for Newcastle to be back in it, but the way that you're talking, I will soon change. If you keep up your smack talk, I hope you come bottom of your group and don't even join us in Europa.
It's all right, man. We'll get top two, man. We'll get top two.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, boys and girls, for tuning in. We'll be back probably next week. Probably. Bye.